Microsoft has also rolled out a ton of different AI related updates. So a lot of these center around what they call copilots. So a couple of years ago, Microsoft rolled out this first idea of an AI copilot, or basically an assistant to make knowledge workers more productive. So the copilot that they released then paired with human programmers using GitHub, which Microsoft owns, to assist you in writing code. Now, in 2023, Microsoft has introduced all these other copilots across their core products and services. So this includes things like AI-powered chat in Bing, Microsoft 360 Copilot. This is a huge one where AI is baked right into things like Word and Excel.
We've
And
talked about that one before, same as Google
Yes.
Workspace, which is going to be fused right in. Yeah.
Huge. And that's one too, where when you see that video of it working, we use it in talks a lot because it's so apparent how dramatically it changes business productivity workflows. And they've also released some copilots around things like their Microsoft Dynamics and Microsoft Security products. So what's big here, though, is that just now they have announced they're going to release Windows Copilot. So this will start rolling out in June in Windows 11. And Microsoft calls it, quote, the first PC platform to announce centralized AI assistance to help people easily take action and get things done. So this is basically an AI assistant that stays open across your apps, programs, and all your windows as you're using the OS. And it basically acts as an AI assistant that does everything you could possibly imagine, from finding documents to answering questions to summarizing content. So that's a huge development for anyone using the newest version of Windows. And
I
what's
wonder if
fascinating,
Apple's going to do something like that, like this. I wouldn't be surprised if this summer if Apple doesn't infuse something into like iOS and OS systems. And I'm just thinking out loud here, but like that seems like a natural play if you're going to do that with Windows. I mean, Apple has so many AI features that don't get
Right.
talked about because they don't tout them. But I wonder if we wouldn't see something like this come out from them as well.
I mean, given the attention and buzz this is getting, it's such a clear differentiation.
Yeah.
I would have to imagine that they've got something planned, or at least maybe different messaging around those features.
Yep.
So what's really interesting here as well is that Microsoft also announced it is expanding its plugin ecosystem. So it's basically adopting an open plugin standard. So developers can actually now use a single platform to build plugins for ChatGPT, Bing, Microsoft 365 Copilot, Windows Copilot, and all the others. And this is going to have a huge effect on the plugin ecosystem for both OpenAI and Microsoft. And Microsoft also announced that Bing is now the default search function within ChatGPT. So if you actually have ChatGPT Plus, you can see it right there. It says search with Bing when you use ChatGPT with the internet. How significant do you see these announcements being?
I mean, the whole premise of the Copilot is a huge deal because I think they just see it as fundamental to computing moving forward, like, and to knowledge work and productivity. So I watched excerpts of Satya's talks. This was at the Microsoft Build conference, and he mentioned there was like 50 plus product announcements. He made a big deal, obviously, about Copilot and Windows. But he also talked about the Copilot stack so that everyone can build their own Copilots. So you're kind of enabling this, developer community to just start building. He got into the Azure AI Studio, which is going to help developers build intelligent apps and Copilots. So again, like this explosion of AI assistance, I think is what this is all leading to. So whether here we talk about Replit, is one of the $1 billion plus companies we mentioned last week in the generative AI unicorns. So Replit, same idea. They're just they want like 1 billion developers. They want everybody to be able to build. And so I think part of this is just looking to this near future where almost anyone is going to be able to build intelligent assistants for whatever you can imagine. And it may come to a day in the not too distant future where you don't even need developers to do that. Like the average business person may be able to just with your words, build apps to do things, just say what you want to have it happen and have it do it. So I just think back again about like as a marketer, business, person, entrepreneur, how many times I've been in like Excel or Google Sheets and I have no idea what formula to run to get the thing I want out of it. And you're Googling like what is the, the script for this, or how do I do this?
Yeah.
And Yeah, or you're watching YouTube, and now you're just gonna be able to say it. Like, just I need a visualization that shows this, and like, boom, there's your visualization. Or I need to figure out, if there's any anomalies in this data set from the customer churn, like and just like imagine it just delivering insights like right away. And then like, do you want to also learn this and this? And just everywhere you experience productivity and knowledge work to be able to have that. That's what this is implying to me, is we're just heading to this future where we're going to be able to build these apps on the fly, and there's going to be AI assistance for everything. He also talked about Microsoft Fabric is a new unified data analytics platform
Mm.
where everything's stored in a data lake, and then you can use that to train AI models and build visualizations. But then the thing he said at kind of the end of the excerpt I was watching, and again, he's talking to all the developers at this Microsoft Build conference. He said that increasing prosperity and the standard of living going up everywhere, it's why we build and innovate. So they're thinking of these capabilities, these advancements, enabling the increasing of prosperity and the standard of living. Like, that's how they kind of see their mission in a way. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's one of those that, because it was a developer conference, is a bit under the radar to the average
Mm.
business person or marketer, but seems like the foundation of some really important changes and direction for Microsoft, and some things that are probably going to trickle down pretty quickly into the business world, where you're going to have all kinds of crazy capabilities that you didn't previously have.
Yeah, the non-developer angle, I think, is worth hammering home for the audience, because if you are someone that runs or leads an organization, very quickly, if you don't have it already, I mean, the lowest level employee using this software every day will not only have access to AI copilots, but essentially be expected to use them effectively. It would be laughable to have access to these and not be using them. So every single employee is going to need to fundamentally understand what this technology is capable of.